Have you ever wished that you could express yourself through music, or maybe you've had thoughts or feelings or things that you haven't been able to like say or get out any other way? Because that's pretty much where I found myself. I had these feelings and these pent up, emotions and pent up just stuff. And it wasn't until I found this different way of going about things that I really found a way to let go of some of that. And for me, it came down to simply blowing through this old flute that I had actually been given by the town Santa Claus living up in this mountain town in Colorado. I had taken it with me up into the Boundary Waters and I pulled it out at the end of the night. The fire's dying down. I don't know anything. I don't know how to play the flute, but I understand enough to say, well, I guess I blow in to this end and I just exhale. And as I sat there, something calls back to me. And I'm just like, I hear this. And I look out, and there in the water, under this big moon, is a single loon. In the reflection, rippling under the moon, it was just unreal. It was like something out of a painting. And this loon calls back to me. And so I blow again. I don't know how to play. It's not about trying to play music or I'm gonna play a song. It wasn't anything like that. It was like I'm speaking this language, this other language that I couldn't speak before. And it's like I'm using this other sense that I didn't have. Sure enough, this loon calls back. And like over the course of the next couple hours, I played the loon called. And it wasn't about trying to play a song or trying to do something fancy or anything. I didn't know how to do any of that. It wasn't about that. But it was about being able to express myself and being able to say these things and being able to pour these parts of myself into something that I hadn't found a channel for before. From that point on, it became my mission to bring that experience to more people. First off, I would have never in a million years thought, oh, I'm gonna play the flute. And I'm sure you're probably thinking the same. You're like, well, it hadn't really occurred to me to play the flute. I was the exact same way. But for me, it was when I experienced that first interaction, when I experienced the power of it, that it wasn't about, oh, I'm gonna play these fancy notes, oh, I'm gonna learn all this fancy stuff. It was just the magic of that breath that gives you life, exhaling and hearing it just turned into music, into these notes. There's so much inside of us that's trying to escape, get out, be released, be let go, be said, be spoken. It just felt like from that first point on that when I set my intentions around that something as simple as just an exhale had so much more weight behind it. And so the Legend Copper Flute, is the culmination of my years of flute research, historical research, new technical approaches, and just a dive into how can I bring that same power to you? How can I bring that experience, that ability to say something new, release something, express in a new way to you without overwhelming you with all these finger holes, without overwhelming you with some complex thing you have to learn? How can I bring this ancient, beautiful power to you? What I love about this is it's just 2 fingers per hand. So whatever the size of your hands, you can find a way that's going to fit in a really comfortable way. For me, I was out there with, a pretty big flute, had it out in front of my mouth like this, and it's not even comfortable for me. And so this, again, is part of something that I've been working on for a long time, where it brings us to a nice, comfortable level. So all you have to do is just exhale. Just exhale. For me, it's become a part of my life. It's become a part of my mornings. I like to get up, I'll have 6 big, long, deep exhales to just start my day in this just beautiful way of focused gratitude, of co-creation, of seeing my breath, my first breaths of the day turn into something beautiful like music, and setting my intentions for the day. If you walk away from this with nothing else, it is this, that you would believe wholeheartedly that whether it is through the legend or whether it's through something else, that the beautiful world of music, of expressing yourself, of saying these things that maybe you haven't found a way to say, of just releasing, of meditating, of giving gratitude, of starting your day in this intentional way, it is accessible to you. So if you haven't already, go ahead, click over, and you can see the very special offer that I have right now around the Legend Copper Flute.